Delta, American, United.
Which has the best premium economy? We're about to find out as we fly all three back to back. Let's find out together. Is this worth the upgrade?
Hello, jet setters. I'm Jeb Brooks from greenergrass.com. Right now, we're in Atlanta. We're traveling across the country in premium economy and all three major US airlines to find out whether this is an upgrade that makes sense for your next trip.
Here's the plan. We'll fly from Atlanta to Dallas with Delta. Then it's on to Denver with American, before ending our experiment with United into San Francisco. Each of these flights is about the same length and will give each airline an equal chance to showcase their premium economy offering. Then we'll rate and compare them all along 5 dimensions. Airlines originally created premium economy to carve out a category between first class and coach. They obviously wanted to generate more revenue and quickly discovered some passengers are willing to pay up for certain perks. We're about to show you exactly what you can expect from the big 3 US airlines in premium economy on domestic flights, so you can decide for yourself whether this is an upgrade you want to make. Our experiment begins in Atlanta with Delta Airlines, who call their premium economy Comfort Plus. We'd booked seats 12E and F for this 2-hour flight over to Dallas. We'll cover a distance of 731 miles.
So what are we going to be looking out for today? How are we going to make this comparison?
Well, there are 5 factors that we think are pretty important here. The first is how available are premium economy seats? How many actual seats are there that you could book?
Also, what is your boarding position? Do you get to board the plane any earlier?
And how much space do you get? How much bigger is the premium economy seat over a regular economy seat?
Are any drinks included?
And finally, what's the cost? We're going to reveal exactly what we paid for each of these flights at the end of the video. But my question for you is this: what kind of premium would you pay over a regular economy seat on a 2-hour flight?
Or are you good with the main cabin? Let us know.
And here it is, our ride of the day. This 31-year-old A320 is going to take us down to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. So let's get on board and check it out.
Passengers with seats in Comfort Plus are third in the boarding process here at Delta. They're after first class and the airline's most frequent flyers, Diamond medallions.
Next stop, Dallas.
Now, the boarding process is important if, like us, you're bringing bags you're hoping to put into overhead bins. Like all 3 airlines, Delta's premium economy is arranged in a 3-3 configuration on this narrow-bodied airplane. And thanks to that relatively early boarding process, we had no trouble finding space for our bags.
Welcome on board Delta's Comfort Plus. Now on this A320, 15% of the seats in the economy class cabin are Comfort Plus, so let's check it out.
Neither of us had any trouble fitting our backpacks under the seats in front of us, something we won't be able to say about every one of these flights. There are 2 plugs in each row for the 3 passengers to share. You'll also have a standard pocket, along with a tray table, which of course you'd expect. Now, Delta Airlines touts seat back screens for every passenger, but it's important to know that if you're on board one of their 717s, you won't see this perk. The screens do include a USB charging port, though. These overhead bins were supposedly reserved for Comfort Plus passengers, but whether that's truly enforced, well, it comes down to the individual cabin crew. As the final bags were loaded, a flight attendant passed through the aisle offering headphones to everyone on board, not just first class or Comfort Plus passengers. In something that seems to have become a bit of a trend in my travel experience, the pilots never made any announcements until we nearly reached the runway, when one of them said,
"Flight test, please prepare the cabin for departure."
Call me old-fashioned, but I at least like to hear the flight time before departure. Oh well, it always feels good to be in the sky. Delta's in-flight entertainment is robust and offers plenty of movies and TV shows. You can even watch live television using the system. Wi-Fi is available across most of Delta's fleet, and it's even free to join if you are a member of their frequent flyer program. It's not blazing fast, but at least the price is right. Now, let's get to what really matters: space. Here's my legroom in Delta's main cabin, and here I am in Comfort Plus. Now, here's the same comparison for Suzanne. But let's get more precise, and for that,
It's time for the greener grass tape measure.
pitch is the distance from a point on your seat to the same point on the seat in front or behind you. Here, you'll get 3 extra inches in Comfort Plus over main cabin. The seats offer 14 inches of knee room, and have the same 18 inches of width as the seats in main cabin. About 20 minutes after departing, flight attendants were in the aisle offering drinks and snacks.
In Delta Comfort Plus, beer, wine, and spirits are included in the price of your ticket.
That's why we chose to have some sparkling wine this morning. Sparkling wine is a breakfast drink, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a premium economy party now.
It's worth highlighting that on each of these flights there was one drink service during the flight, and it wasn't an open bar. I recently ran a poll over on Twitter, now X, asking whether passengers feel comfortable ringing the call bell if they're thirsty in premium economy. The responses and results were interesting, but what about you? When do you think it's appropriate to press that call button? Our flight to Dallas was a pretty bumpy one, but it didn't stop the flight attendants from serving the entire plane. Let's talk dollars and cents. On the day we traveled, we paid $259 each for our tickets in Comfort Plus. That's a $120 premium over standard economy class.
Well, that was Delta, and as you might have guessed, since we're here at DFW, American Airlines is next. Let's head on to Denver.
It'll take us an hour and 39 minutes to cover this second leg with 641 miles to Denver.
How many times do we just ride the train?
Well, we had to go back to get a really good shot of the Qatar and the Emirates and Korean airplanes. I mean, come on. Why would we only ride the train once when we could see airplanes up close?
What does Qatar and Emirates have to do with U.S. premium economy?
Frankly, not a lot, except to serve as a reminder that international premium economy is a lot different than what you'll see domestically here in the U.S., but more on that later.
So here we are in Dallas, but we don't have an American Airlines boarding pass yet, so we're going to print it here at this kiosk. Well, Suzanne is. Also, we've not put in our frequent flyer numbers to ensure that we don't get any upgrades and we can stay in the seats we selected. So let's grab this boarding pass real quick and then get this next leg started.
Certain high-level frequent flyers are eligible for free upgrades to premium economy. It's a great way for airlines to reward their top customers. On American Airlines, we'd also booked seats 12E and F, but this flight will be in a longer airplane.
Both American and United treat their premium economy a little bit differently than Delta. Delta Comfort Plus is kind of its own cabin, its own product. However, on American and United, they pretty much just sell seats with extra legroom. So it could be in a bulkhead, could be in an exit row. So make sure before you book it to know what's going on. Because sometimes your under-seat storage in a bulkhead can be limited. Sometimes your recline and exit row can be limited or non-existent, so double check before you book those seats.
Anyway, we're going to gate B6. And here it is, the 8-year-old Airbus A321 that'll take us out to Denver today.
American Airlines calls their premium economy Main Cabin Extra, and passengers booked there are invited to board with Group 5 of their 9 boarding groups.
Next stop, Denver. Now let's check out Main Cabin Extra here with American Airlines.
Main Cabin Extra is arranged in a 3-3 configuration, just like the rest of economy class. And despite boarding later, we found space for our bags.
Welcome on board American Airlines Main Cabin Extra. Now on this A321, 21% of the seats in the economy cabin are Main Cabin Extra. So let's check it out.
Our backpacks fit easily under the seats in front of us, and there's going to be no fighting over plugs here on American Airlines. That's thanks to having one for each person in the row. The seat has all the basics you'd expect, including, of course, a pocket and a sturdy table. But in place of Delta's seatback entertainment, you'll find this clever device holder, along with a USB charge port. American is invested in streaming entertainment with the expectation that most passengers travel with a personal device they can use to watch it.
From Dallas-Fort Worth to Denver, our flying time is 1 hour and 39 minutes and an altitude of 30,000 feet.
The device holder is sturdy and great for watching your own content. To access American's free streaming options, though, you'll need to log on to their network. As you can see, there are plenty of options. Just remember your device, your headphones, and a power cord. Now, I was able to access 20 minutes of free internet in exchange for watching a 30-second ad. The internet here is significantly faster than Delta's. Access to the internet for the full flight would have cost $12. Here I am in American's standard economy seat, and here's my space in main cabin extra. And this is Suzanne. We certainly seem to have more room on this flight in main cabin extra than the last one, but the only way to be sure is to turn to the
Greener grass tape measure. Let's check it out.
Although American claims up to 6 inches of extra pitch, if you're booked into our seats, you'll only find an additional 3. The seats have 16 inches of knee room and are 18 inches wide. Service began on this flight about 25 minutes after takeoff.
On American Airlines main cabin extra seats, well, you can get beer, wine, and spirits for no extra cost.
We chose gin and tonic. Cheers.
Despite the promise of a choice of snacks between Biscoff or mini pretzels, I've only ever seen Biscoff on American Airlines, but that's fine with me. You really can't beat the taste of Biscoff. Don't miss my super secret recipe for your own better than Biscoff cookies. I'll link to it in the description below. Now, let's get to the dollars and cents. We paid $185 each for economy class. We then paid $35 more to select main cabin extra seats for a total of $220 each. Simply put, it cost us $35 extra to sit in premium economy on this leg.
With gratitude to American for getting us to Denver, you know what that means. It's time for United. We're heading to San Francisco next.
And this third leg will take just over 2 hours to cover 967 miles into San Francisco.
You might have noticed that in these airline comparison trip videos, I tend to wear this Rick Steves Keep On Traveling shirt. It keeps me motivated going through all these flights. Also, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
On this next leg in United, we were booked into seats 14E and F.
Relatively recently, US Airlines have introduced premium economy on international flights, and that's where you can really see a differentiation, a different seat, different food options. There could be a lot more reasons to choose a premium economy experience on an international flight than a domestic one. So make sure before your next international flight, you look into that as a possibility. What we're seeing today is not quite as differentiated as those experiences are, but I'm still enjoying this premium economy adventure across the country, and I hope you are too.
Did we save the best for last? It's time to try United Economy Plus. Spoiler alert, it's probably the worst.
And here it is, the brand new 737 MAX 8 that's going to take us all the way out to San Francisco today. Should we be concerned that maintenance is on board? I'm going to hope not. Time will tell.
Unlike the other two, they don't offer any special boarding advantage here. Instead, United boards based on whether you're in a window, middle, or aisle seat. My window seat got me into Group 3, and Suzanne's middle seat meant she was in Group 4 out of a total of 6 groups.
Therefore, we decided to just gate check our bags when given the chance, so we're not fighting for overhead space when we have to board later in the process than we would normally do on the other airlines. So that's a key difference, and one of the reasons we're considering the boarding order as part of the matrix or the rating system for this premium economy showdown. Next stop, San Francisco. Let's check out Economy Plus.
We left our bags at the end of the jet bridge and boarded, which introduced us to the now familiar 3-3 layout of this airplane.
Welcome on board United Economy Plus. On the 737 MAX 8, 36% of the seats in economy are premium economy. So let's check out the seat.
I had room for my backpack, but Suzanne struggled to get hers to fit. That's because there's some kind of a box under this middle seat that meant she had less room. The seat has the same pocket and sturdy tray table we've come to expect. But there's a surprise here too. This is one of United's newest aircraft, which means it has an in-flight entertainment screen. While not as common as they are on Delta, United claims to be adding more all the time. I'm glad we were able to gate check our bags. These bins filled up fast. There are 2 plugs for each row, along with a USB charge port by the in-flight entertainment. As boarding wrapped up, a flight attendant offered free headphones to anyone who wanted them. The snow kept falling, and I suspected we'd need to be de-iced.
Snow has started again, so we probably have to do a quick de-icing. Our planned flight time is 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Most of United's fleet offers streaming entertainment, which, like American's, is great as long as you have a device with you. But this built-in seatback entertainment is extremely nice. The screen's bright and crisp, and there are plenty of choices. It worked really well. Now, the best way to find out whether you're booked onto a flight with this kind of seatback entertainment is to check the United app for details about your flight. Internet is available for purchase, and if you're a member of United's frequent flyer program, it only costs $8. It's also worth saying that even if you have seatback entertainment on your airplane, you can still access the streaming service through your device. Let's talk space. Here I am in United Economy, and now Economy Plus. Now here's the same comparison for Suzanne. Now this felt like the smallest seat we'd encountered so far, but let's put that to the test. As on the other airlines, you'll find 3 extra inches of pitch, but you'll only have 13 inches of knee room in a seat that's a mere 17 inches wide. While you may not have as much space on United as you will on the other airlines, you'll definitely enjoy access to the only in-flight magazine among these 3 airlines. And who doesn't love checking out the fleet and the route map? And about 30 minutes after we departed, service began with snacks and drinks.
Unlike Delta and American, United does not offer free alcoholic beverages in their Economy Plus. So I chose to have sparkling water instead of sparkling wine.
And I just went with regular old water, so here we go.
Hydration.
Now, the dollars and cents. We paid $200 each for our Economy Plus tickets on this leg. That's $96 more than a standard economy class ticket.
You made it to San Francisco, but it's not over yet.
It's time to find out who's at the top.
And whose product is not worth your premium dollar? Let's compare them using that matrix.
As always, whenever we provide ratings or comparisons in this channel, it's unscientific and based on our own experiences. That said, we'll take a look at the availability of premium economy, boarding advantage, extra space, any free drinks, and the price premium we paid for these flights. And then we'll reveal which one is the best. Now, when it comes to availability, in order to be fair, we compared aircraft types all 3 airlines operate. Looking at both the A321neo and Boeing 737-800, United has the most premium economy seats, and American the fewest. United wins here. In terms of boarding position, United does not advantage premium economy flyers at all. American gives you position 5 out of 9, and Delta offers Comfort Plus passengers position 3 out of 8. Delta for the win here. When it comes to the additional space, each airline offers 3 extra inches of pitch over their standard economy seats. However, we found more width and knee room on American than the others, so they win. Both American and Delta include a free beer, glass of wine, or even a mixed drink, but United fails to offer anything like that, so that puts United behind the other 2 in this category. In terms of cost, United charged us an extra $96 for their Economy Plus seat, but Delta's premium seems practically ridiculous at $120 compared to American's $35 price tag. American wins this one. So all things considered, our winner on this premium economy showdown is American Airlines. So is premium economy worth it? Well, for $35 in American Airlines, yes. The extra space and ability to get off the plane sooner, especially with a tight connection, well, that makes a ton of sense. However, over on Delta and United, where you'll double the price of your economy ticket to sit in premium economy, my answer is no. But as always, it's up to you.
Between now and the next time.
See you in the sky.
I stepped on that.
We can.
Start over.
We'll just. I thought you will.
I want to start over. I want to get it smooth.
Okay. So what things are we going to be paying most attention? So what things are we going to be? So.
That was Delta, as you'd guess. No. Yeah, are we taking a little break from the premium economy life? Yeah, we are. We're headed in there just for a little bit. Just lunch.
So you think a lot of Delta to American connections happen here?
But and the escalator.
Whoops.
People sure do love a TGI Fridays at an airport, including me.